Good morning. This is Alexis Halleran's follow-up treatment, and her mother is going to share with us some insights of the changes that they have noticed in Alexis after her first treatment with stem cells. All right.
A little bit of history about Alexis. She was a completely normal developing baby. She had about 12 words by the time she was 1 year old. And when she had her 12-month vaccination with her MMR, within a week she lost all of her words. And by the time she had her 18-month needle was when she completely changed. At 22 months of age, she was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. And when she was 30 months old, she began her ABA therapy. And she had very low cognitive ability. She didn't understand a lot of what we were saying, to the point we even thought she was deaf. We brought her in to see ear specialists and had her hearing checked, but all of that was fine. And she was always very vocal. She makes lots of noise, but none of those noises were words. And she did have some very severe behavioral problems, lots of biting, constant screaming, just very, very upset all the time. And her sleep habits were terrible. She'd only sleep about 4 hours in a 24-hour period, and that went ongoing for years. And finally we had to put her on antipsychotic medication to try and control the behavior because she was hurting herself, and we were worried that she might start hurting her classmates because she was beginning school. And we had put her on a gluten-free diet because she had severe intestinal problems. She couldn't tolerate any wheat at all. And we even tried giving her clay baths to remove the heavy metals. We gave her so many different vitamin supplements, and she's been in every therapy that we can imagine. She's had speech therapists, occupational therapists, physiotherapists, behavioral therapists, and a lot of that was with very minimal success and not much changes. And just before her 5th birthday, we came down here and did stem cells. And within 3 days of being on stem cells, she no longer needed her medication. It completely stopped. And after just 1 week, she responds to her name a lot more. She was so much more sociable with her sister and her classmates. And she's just very generally happy and in a lot better mood. And after only 2 weeks of stem cells, she's now playing with a pet dog that we've had for over a year that she never even acknowledged we had before. She'll pick it up and play with it and pet it just like a normal child would. She answers to her name about 90% of the time, and before stem cells it was probably 20 to 30% she'd actually respond when you called her name. And her cognitive understanding is greatly increased. She really seems to understand a lot of what we're saying to her when we ask her to do something. And she can learn a new task very quickly now, whereas before it could take weeks to learn something new. Now she might learn it within 20 minutes. And she can now tolerate gluten. If she happens to get her hands on food with wheat, it won't hurt her stomach anymore. She can actually eat it and digest it without a problem. And now she is extremely affectionate and has amazing eye contact. And her speech hasn't really increased greatly, but when she does say something, it is within context, and she says it completely independently. She's not just repeating something she's heard. Like, when she does talk, she really uses her words. And the biggest improvements we've noticed has been with school. Her concentration is more increased. Before the stem cells, it was very difficult to get her to even just sit in a chair. And to do a task, she would never complete it. She would only last maybe 2 minutes and then wander off to something else. Now she'll sit and do the entire task and participates with all the classroom activities. She's doing crafts and coloring for the first time ever, and she's no longer oblivious to her classmates. Before, she didn't even know there was other people in the room, and now she's interacting with them and touching them and playing with them alongside of them. And she is starting to use some names. She's calling her teachers by their names, and some of her favorite classmates, she'll use their names when she's interacting with them. And we noticed the most changes within the first month of the stem cells, and then after that it just seemed to taper off. It never regressed. What she gained, she kept. And that's why we came back so quickly after just 3 months. We wanted to give her that extra boost to keep going with the healing process and give her the best chance possible. And before we came here for the stem cells the first time, we didn't tell anybody we were coming. No teachers or family members. They just thought we were on vacation. We wanted the complete unbiased opinion from her teachers. And after only 1 month, we had teachers coming up to us saying how amazing she was doing and all the wonderful changes they were noticing in her. And her speech therapist even came to the point and actually asked if we had some kind of procedure done on her or special medication, because she noticed a bigger change in the 1 month after stem cells than she had in the previous year of trying to teach her. So we know that coming here is the best thing we've ever done to her, and it's going to give her the greatest chance possible in life.
Excellent. Thank you. I'm going to try to get a shot of Alexis. Can you say hi? Alexis, can you say hi? Can you say hi? Yes? To the camera? Hello. See the fishes? See mommy? And you were telling me that this is her fourth day of her follow-up treatment, and you were telling me that after the first treatment on Tuesday, that you noticed that she woke up happier, that she was...
Oh yeah. Yeah, she woke up smiling, happy, very pleasant. A lot of mornings before, she would wake up just screaming. She'd wake up upset or appeared to have a headache possibly. And all of this week, she'd wake up smiling and happy, very pleasant, just happy to go for her day.
Excellent.
Lexi. She's very curious.
Oh, that's good. That's excellent. Okay, so thank you very much. And